Hey guys, so this is going to be just a continuation of the last demo that I did where I just kind of showed how to put a slab cylinder together, hiding the seam on the inside and showing the seam on the outside. So now I'm ready to dart those mugs. But before we do, I kind of want to talk about darts a little bit. The dart that I'm going to do today is going to be the kind that you would put in the top or the bottom of a piece to taper it in. And that's just a triangle. So I'm going to show you first some of the darts that I use and how those different shapes and sizes, how you alter that triangle is going to change the shape of the form. So I've got some of the darts that I use laid out here. And they kind of range in size. So something like long and skinny like that is going to make a very gradual kind of taper in the cup. You might hardly notice, but it'll change the shape just slightly. Something really wide like this, if I cut this out, is going to be such an extreme change that this is going to actually fold over as opposed to tapering in. So let me just show you a couple of those and the differences between those. I just kind of made this cylinder so I could show you this real quick. So we'll scrap this one. I typically make my darts out of paper because it sticks right to the piece that I'm going to cut it out of. I don't like to use tar paper or cardboard like I use for my templates because it won't stick on there. I have started taking the darts that I use often and coating them in like Johnson's paste wax or some kind of an oil. It helps them stand up a little bit better, but I do have to remake those occasionally. So let's take out this long skinny dart. I like an X-Acto knife. It's got a nice thin sharp blade. And when I do this, I do angle my blade inward just a little bit. And I do that on both sides, which most people that do darts are going to angle it the same way here as here so that these angles fit together. But by cutting it the opposite way, what happens is I get a little bit of extra clay on the inside of the piece, and I use that as a reinforcement for the seam to help it seal up. So I've taken out this kind of long skinny dart. We're not going to score anything, but you can kind of see that once I put that together, it's going to give me kind of this kind of gradual taper there. If I were to use something more like this, see the difference over here. So this one's made out of cardboard. It doesn't stick quite as well. It's not as easy to use. We'll cut that out. You'll be able to see kind of the difference there. So that one comes in a lot further. You get way more of an angle here than you do with this one. And it also takes a lot of the height away from the cup. The wider the dart, the more height you're going to lose because the more it's going to angle in. I also want to show you guys this one. So this really wide, short one, and how that makes the cup fold. I'm using that X-Acto knife. These are kind of hard to put together, but that's so extreme that if you put 3 or 4 of those on something, it'll make little feet, or you could use it at the top of something to make it decorative, but that adds really a lot of personality. So you can see the difference between those 3 darts of what's happening to the form depending on kind of how much clay you take out of it.